All right, let's make our app a little bit bigger than just an H1 tag. Could we add new pages here? Well, let's have a look. If I do new file, and let's say we're going to have an about page. So about.js. And this about page, let's say we'll have same syntax. We'll call it about. And again, we're just creating a simple component here. And we're going to return, let's return another div. And inside of this div, we'll just have an H1 tag that says about. Very exciting web page, I know. Let's export default and see what happens. All right, if I go back to my web page, okay, I still see SSR Magician. But if I go now to the about URL, look at that, I'm on the about page. How cool is that? Simply just putting files underneath pages creates new pages for us. But we have a problem here now, right? How can we link these two pages together? Because that's how websites work. You have links between pages. Well, let's just experiment with something. What if I add an A tag here with the href that equals, let's say, about.js, and just close the tag here. Let's see if that works. I save, go back to the index page, and I have the about over here. If I click on it, I go to about.js. That link can be found because with next, we just give it the endpoint that we want. So about, because, well, that's how href works. We need an actual URL. So if I save and go back to our index, click on about, look at that. We're on the about page now. How cool is that? Now, check this out. If I open up the network tab and I refresh the page, all right, I get a ton of stuff with Webpack and other things, but we got the index.js file. If I close this now and I click on the about, and you see that there's some background tasks happening, don't worry too much about that. If I click on about, there you go. My about page just got loaded, which is the standard way that we see server-side rendered or older generation of websites work. But Next provides a really cool tool for us to actually have client-side routing. Let me show you what I mean. In Next, you have access to something called a link component. And this link component can be grabbed from the Next link. So this is just saying from the Next package, grab the link component. And now instead of using the A tag, let's comment this out. Instead of using the A tag, we can say link href equals to about, and just close this link tag. And inside of here, we can just give it, let's say, an A tag that is about. All right, so let's save that and close this for now. Let's see if it works. I go back here, click on about. All right, it's working. Also, Next.js has the built-in routing, so we can go back and forth just like we would in a browser, in a regular website, to go back and forth, which is actually quite difficult when you do client-side routing. But again, everything just works out of the box. Nice and easy. And by the way, I can do anything I want here, not just an A tag. If I do button here, and I save, and let's go back here, I click on about, look at that. I'm able to go back or go to the about page. And this is very cool with the link tag is we can wrap anything we want in a link tag and it becomes a link. All we need to give it is an href. Nice and simple. Let's make our about page a little bit snazzier. Again, nothing crazy here, but we know how styles work with React as well, right? I can say font size is 20 pixels. Make sure it's a string. And maybe we'll add a color of blue. Let's save. Go back. All right, very cool. Nice and easy styling as well. All right, I'm going to make the about page just a little bit more stylish than what we have now. So let's just add over here, perhaps we'll leave the header the way it is, but we'll also add a link. Again, we have to import that up here. So we'll say import link from our next link package. And in the link, we'll just say href. We want it to go to the home page. So I'll just say back to the home page. And inside of this link, we'll just have a back button. So let's just give it a button that says back. And then finally, maybe at the bottom, we'll also have a p tag that says, I was a magician once. Very descriptive about page. Let's save and go to the about page. I was a magician once. If I go back, everything is working. And I know this doesn't look super impressive, but the fact that we can do client-side routing like this is actually very nice. It is a tough problem that with Create React app on the front end, you'd have to use something like React Router to implement it. And although that is easy as well, it is still especially hard when you work with server-side rendered apps. So this is just out of the box, very easy. All right, more awesome stuff from Next coming up in next video. That's funny, I said next too many times. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.